25 Most Beautiful Actresses of the 1990s, Then and Now. Starting our list at number 25 is Sarah Jessica Parker. In the early 90s, she charmed audiences in romantic comedies like Honeymoon in Vegas alongside Nicolas Cage. With her distinctive curly hair and infectious smile, Parker had a unique look that set her apart from the typical Hollywood beauty standards. But it was her iconic role as Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City starting in 1998 that would define her career and make her a fashion icon. Behind the scenes, Parker was building a lasting relationship with actor Matthew Broderick. The couple married in 1997, and unlike many Hollywood marriages, they've stayed together for over 27 years, practically an eternity by celebrity standards. Now at 59, Parker continues to impress with her evergreen style and business acumen. She's launched successful fragrance lines and a shoe collection, proving her talents extend well beyond acting. She recently returned to her beloved role of Carrie in Just Like That, showing that some characters truly are timeless. At number 24, we have supermodel-turned-actress Cindy Crawford. While primarily known for dominating the fashion world with her signature mole and athletic physique, Crawford took a bold step into acting with the 1995 action thriller Fair Game. Although the film was not a critical success, it showcased Crawford's willingness to take risks. During the 1990s, she was one of the world's highest-paid models and a fixture on magazine covers worldwide. Crawford's love life was equally high-profile. After a brief marriage to actor Richard Gere that ended in 1995, she found lasting love with businessman Randa Gerber. The couple married in 1998 and have 2 children, including daughter Kaya Gerber, who has followed in her mother's modeling footsteps. Now 58, Crawford remains stunningly beautiful and has built an impressive business empire, including skincare line Meaningful Beauty. Her timeless beauty and business savvy have ensured she remains relevant long after her modeling heyday. Coming in at number 23 is Laura Dern, whose career reached new heights in the 90s. Her performance as Dr. Ellie Sattler in Steven Spielberg's groundbreaking Jurassic Park in 1993 showcased her ability to combine intelligence with an undeniable screen presence. Dern comes from Hollywood royalty as the daughter of actors Bruce Dern and Diane Ladd, but she carved out her own distinct path through challenging roles. Her personal life during the 90s included high-profile relationships with Jeff Goldblum, her Jurassic Park co-star, and later with musician Ben Harper, whom she married in 2005 before divorcing in 2013. What many don't know is that Dern experienced significant industry backlash after appearing in the controversial 1997 Ellen Coming Out episode, with her work opportunities drying up for over a year afterward, a decision she never regretted despite the professional consequences. Now, at 58, Dern has experienced a spectacular career renaissance. She won an Academy Award for Marriage Story and returned to the Jurassic World franchise. Her bold choices and undeniable talent have made her more relevant than ever. At number 22 is the incomparable Cher. While already a music and film legend before the 90s, her role in the 1990 comedy drama Mermaids reminded audiences of her exceptional acting talents. Cher has always been known for breaking boundaries. Whether in fashion, music, or film, her romantic history has been equally bold, from her marriages to Sonny Bono and Greg Allman, to her relationships with younger men, including Rob Camilletti, who was 18 years her junior and nicknamed Bagel Boy by the press due to his job at a bagel shop when they met. One of the most fascinating aspects of Cher's career was her commercial resurgence with the dance hit Believe in 1998, which pioneered the use of auto-tune as a creative effect rather than just a correction tool, completely revolutionizing modern pop music production. Now at 78, Cher continues to defy conventional expectations about aging, maintaining her distinctive voice, outspoken personality, and stunning appearance. She remains active in music, film, and as a social media presence, where her unfiltered opinions have earned her a new generation of fans. At number 21 is the legendary Tina Turner. While primarily known as a music icon, her life story became the subject of the powerful 1993 biopic What's Love Got to Do with It, which brought renewed attention to both her musical legacy and her personal triumph over domestic abuse. Turner's resilience in escaping her abusive marriage to Ike Turner and rebuilding her career as a solo artist made her an inspiration to millions. After years of tumult, Turner found happiness with German music executive Erwin Bach, whom she dated for 27 years before marrying in 2013. What many don't know is that Turner renounced her American citizenship in 2013, becoming a Swiss citizen after living in Zurich for many years. She created a peaceful life away from the spotlight, focusing on her Buddhist practices and personal well-being. Turner passed away in May 2023 at age 83 after battling various health issues, including a stroke, intestinal cancer, and kidney failure. Her legacy as the Queen of Rock and Roll and a symbol of resilience lives on through her timeless music and inspiring life story. At number 20 is rock legend Stevie Nicks. While primarily known as the mystical voice of Fleetwood Mac and her solo music career, Nicks made a memorable cameo appearance in the supernatural romance Practical Magic in 1998, perfectly aligned with her witchy, ethereal public persona. Nicks' personal life has been as dramatic as her music. Her well-documented relationship with Lindsey Buckingham provided the emotional fuel for many Fleetwood Mac classics, while her brief affair with bandmate Mick Fleetwood added to the group's legendary internal drama. Throughout the 90s, Nicks continued to create music while also battling and overcoming addiction to prescription medication. What many fans might not know is that Nicks made a conscious decision never to have children, so she could dedicate herself fully to her music, once stating that her songs were her children. A choice she said she doesn't regret. Now at 76, Nicks continues to tour and create music, her voice still carrying that distinctive rasp that has influenced generations of female artists. Her fashion sense, flowing black outfits, shawls, and platform boots, remains as distinctive as ever, and she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, with Fleetwood Mac and as a solo artist. Coming in at number 19 is Kirstie Alley. After rising to fame as Rebecca Howe on Cheers, Alley became a big-screen draw in the early 90s with Look Who's Talking, and its sequel starring alongside John Travolta. Alley's vibrant personality and comedic timing made her a fan favorite, but her career was also marked by public discussions about her weight fluctuations, something she addressed with trademark humor by creating and starring in the reality show Fat Actress in 2005. Her personal life included 2 marriages, most notably to actor Parker Stevenson, with whom she adopted 2 children. Later in life, Alley became controversial for her outspoken political views and support of Scientology. Sadly, Alley passed away in December 2022 at age 71 after a brief battle with colon cancer, which she had only recently discovered. Despite the controversies that sometimes surrounded her later career, she is remembered for her infectious laugh, bold personality, and the joy she brought to audiences. At number 18 is Elizabeth Berkley. After gaining fame as the academically minded Jessie Spano on the teen sitcom Saved by the Bell, Berkley made one of the most dramatic career pivots in Hollywood history with her role in the notorious 1995 film Showgirls. Showgirls was intended to be Berkley's adult breakthrough, but the NC-17 rated film became one of the most critically panned movies of the decade. What many don't know is how dramatically this affected Berkley's career. She was dropped by her agent and faced years of industry backlash. The film later gained its cult status, but the damage to her career was already done. Despite this setback, Berkley persevered, taking smaller roles and eventually reclaiming her narrative. She married artist and actor Greg Lauren, nephew of designer Ralph Lauren, in 2003, and they have 1 son together. Now at 52, Berkley has found peace with her past, even embracing the showgirls legacy that once haunted her. She's focused on her family life and created the self-help program Ask Elizabeth to mentor teen girls. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder of resilience in an industry often unforgiving of perceived missteps. At number 17 is Rebecca De Mornay. After her breakthrough role in Risky Business opposite Tom Cruise, De Mornay delivered one of the most chilling performances of the 90s as the vengeful nanny in 1992's psychological thriller, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. With her striking ice blue eyes and ability to fetch between vulnerability and menace, De Mornay created one of cinema's most memorable villains. Behind the scenes, her personal life included a brief marriage to writer Bruce Wagner and a high-profile relationship with Leonard Cohen. which reportedly inspired several songs on Cohen's album, I'm Your Man. What many don't know is that DeMornay experienced a significant personal transformation after becoming a mother to two daughters, leading her to be more selective about roles and stepping back from the Hollywood spotlight at the height of her fame. Now at 65, DeMornay continues to take selective acting roles while maintaining a relatively private life. Her piercing gaze and intensity remain as captivating as they were in her breakout years, and her performances continue to be studied for their psychological complexity. At number 16 is Jennifer Connelly. Though she began her career as a child model and actress, appearing in the fantasy film Labyrinth alongside David Bowie in 1986, it was her intense performances in the 90s and early 2000s that established her as a serious dramatic actress, culminating in her harrowing role in Requiem for a Dream. Connelly's striking beauty, particularly her remarkable green eyes and sculpted features, made her stand out in Hollywood, but it was her willingness to take on challenging, unglamorous roles that earned her critical respect. Her personal life took a romantic turn when she met actor Paul Bettany on the set of A Beautiful Mind, for which she won an Academy Award. The couple married in 2003 and have two children together, along with Connelly's son from a previous relationship. What many don't know is that Connelly is highly educated, having studied English literature at Yale and drama at Stanford, before committing fully to acting. She's also a fluent Italian speaker, after living in Italy during part of her childhood. Now at 54, Connelly continues to choose complex roles that showcase her range, recently starring in the dystopian television series Snowpiercer and appearing in the Top Gun Maverick sequel. Her timeless beauty remains as captivating as her acting talent. And number 15 is the legendary Shirley MacLaine. Already an established Hollywood icon before the 90s, MacLaine continued to shine in films like the 1990 dramedy Postcards from the Edge, written by Carrie Fisher, and co-starring Meryl Streep. MacLane's career spans over 7 decades, showcasing her versatility as a dancer, actress, author, and activist. Her personal life has been equally fascinating, from her open marriage to businessman Steve Parker to her well-documented spiritual beliefs and claims of past lives, which she's chronicled in several best-selling books. What many don't know is that MacLaine has been a longtime advocate for civil rights and women's rights, marching with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and fighting for equal pay for women in Hollywood, long before it became a mainstream cause. Now at 90, MacLaine continues to work selectively and share her spiritual insights. Her vibrant energy, distinctive laugh, and refusal to conform to expectations about aging make her a true Hollywood original who has consistently lived life on her own terms. And number 14 is music icon Janet Jackson. While primarily known for her groundbreaking music career, Jackson made a successful transition to acting in the 1993 romantic drama Poetic Justice, directed by John Singleton and co-starring Tupac Shakur. Jackson's distinctive beauty, highlighted by her famous smile and legendary dance abilities, made her a 90s style icon. Her music videos pushed boundaries with their choreography and visual storytelling, while her acting showcased a different side of her artistic expression. Jackson's personal life has often been overshadowed by her famous family, particularly her brother Michael. Her relationships have included 3 marriages to James DeBarge, Renee Elizondo Jr., which was kept secret for years, and Wissam Almana, with whom she had her son Isa at age 50. Perhaps most notoriously, her career suffered an unfair setback after the 2004 Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction incident with Justin Timberlake, for which she bore the brunt of the criticism, while Timberlake's career continued to thrive. Now at 58, Jackson continues to tour and create music, with her influence evident in generations of performers who have followed. Her 2022 documentary, Janet, allowed her to reclaim her narrative and celebrate her extraordinary legacy on her own terms. At number 13 is Justine Bateman. Rising to fame as Mallory Keaton on the beloved sitcom Family Ties, Bateman transitioned to film with movies like the 1988 musical Satisfaction, where she played the leader of an all-girl rock band. Bateman's fresh-faced beauty and effortless cool made her a 90s icon. But unlike many child stars, she has consistently forged her own unique path in the industry. Her personal life has remained relatively private compared to many celebrities, though she's been married to real estate developer Mark Fluent since 2001, with whom she has 2 children. What many don't know is Bateman's remarkable reinvention later in life. She earned a degree in computer science and digital media management from UCLA at age 50 and has become an outspoken writer and director, addressing ageism and society's obsession with appearance in her book, Face, 1 Square Foot of Skin. Now at 58, Bateman continues to challenge Hollywood norms, working behind the camera as a director and producer, while maintaining her authentic approach to aging, naturally in an industry obsessed with youth. Her intelligence and willingness to speak candidly about difficult topics have given her a powerful new voice in Hollywood. At number 12 is the groundbreaking Marlee Matlin. She made history as the youngest Best Actress Oscar winner and the only deaf performer to win an Academy Award for her stunning debut in 1986's Children of a Lesser God. Throughout the 90s, she continued to break barriers for deaf actors with roles in film and television. Matlin's expressive beauty and powerful presence transcended the communication barrier, making her a unique Hollywood star. Behind the camera, her life has included overcoming addiction issues in her early career and her marriage to police officer Kevin Grandalski in 1993, with whom she has 4 children. What many don't know is that Matlin has been a tireless advocate for closed captioning and accessibility in entertainment, fighting for legislation that would make media more accessible to the deaf and hard of hearing communities. Now at 59, Matlin continues to act and produce, recently appearing in the Academy Award-winning film Coda and serving as an executive producer. Her decades-long career has not only entertained audiences, but has fundamentally changed representation for deaf performers in Hollywood. Now at 90, McLean continues to work selectively and share her spiritual insights. Her vibrant energy, distinctive laugh, and refusal to conform to expectations about aging make her a true Hollywood original who has consistently lived life on her own terms. At number 11 is the remarkable Jessica Tandy. Already in her 80s during the 1990s, Tandy defied ageism in Hollywood by delivering some of her most memorable performances in films like Driving Miss Daisy, for which she won an Oscar, and the beloved Fried Green Tomatoes. Tandy's elegant beauty and mastery of her craft made her a Hollywood legend whose career spanned nearly 70 years. Her personal life included a 52-year marriage to actor Hume Cronin, with whom she frequently collaborated, creating one of Hollywood's most enduring creative and romantic partnerships. What many don't know is that Tandy achieved her greatest film success after the age of 80, proving that talent knows no age limit. Prior to her late career film renaissance, she was primarily known as a distinguished stage actress who created the role of Blanche Dubois in the original Broadway production of A Streetcar Named Desire. Tandy passed away in 1994 at the age of 85 after battling ovarian cancer, leaving behind an extraordinary legacy that continues to inspire actors of all ages. Her final film, Nobody's Fool, was released posthumously, giving audiences one last opportunity to appreciate her immense talent. Breaking into our top 10 at number 10 is Frances McDormand. Her career-defining role came in 1996's Fargo, playing pregnant police chief Marge Gunderson, a performance that earned her the first of her 3 Academy Awards. McDormand's unconventional beauty and refusal to conform to Hollywood standards made her a refreshing presence in cinema. Her personal life has been remarkably stable by industry standards. She's been married to director Joel Cohen since 1984, and they adopted a son together in 1995. What many don't know is McDormand's fierce stance against Hollywood's beauty standards and ageism. She has publicly rejected cosmetic procedures and spoken out against photo retouching, becoming an advocate for natural aging in an industry obsessed with youth. Now at 67, McDormand continues to deliver powerful performances and collect accolades, including her 3rd Best Actress Oscar for Nomadland in 2021. Her commitment to authenticity, both on and off screen, has made her not just a celebrated actress, but an important voice for change in Hollywood. At number 9 is the brilliantly talented Emma Thompson. The 90s were a particularly significant decade for Thompson, as she wrote and starred in 1995's Sense and Sensibility, winning an Academy Award for her screenplay adaptation of Jane Austen's classic novel. Thompson's intelligence, wit, and natural beauty made her one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Her personal life during the 90s included her marriage to and subsequent divorce from actor Kenneth Branagh, followed by finding love with her current husband, actor Greg Wise, whom she met on the set of Sense and Sensibility. What many don't know is that Thompson was originally cast as the lead in Basic Instinct, but turned down the role that eventually went to Sharon Stone. She has since become known for her selective approach to roles, choosing projects that align with her values. Now at 65, Thompson continues to challenge herself with diverse roles, while also using her platform for environmental and human rights activism. Her willingness to address aging honestly, including filming a nude scene at 63 for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, has helped broaden representations of women over 60 in cinema. At number 8 is Marissa Tomei. Her breakout role as loud-mouthed, car-obsessed Mona Lisa Vito in 1992's My Cousin Vinny earned her a surprising but well-deserved Academy Award, instantly making her one of the most sought-after actresses of the decade. Tomei's natural charisma, expressive eyes, and versatility allowed her to move effortlessly between comedy and drama. Unlike many Hollywood stars, Tomei has kept her personal life relatively private, never marrying and generally avoiding the tabloid spotlight, though she has had relationships with several actors, including Robert Downey Jr. in the 90s. What many don't know is that after her Oscar win, Tomei faced unfounded rumors that her name had been announced by mistake, a cruel Hollywood myth that persisted for years despite having no basis in reality. She responded by continuing to deliver stellar performances that showcased her considerable range. Now at 60, Tomei remains as vibrant and talented as ever, introducing herself to a new generation as Aunt May in the recent Spider-Man films. Her ageless beauty and continued dedication to her craft have made her one of Hollywood's most enduring talents. At number 7 is the statuesque Geena Davis. Standing at 6 feet tall with distinctive features and undeniable presence, Davis was impossible to ignore on screen. The early 90s were particularly significant for her career, with iconic performances in Thelma and Louise and A League of Their Own. Davis's combination of beauty, athletic ability, she nearly qualified for the Olympic archery team, and intelligence made her a uniquely compelling screen presence. Her personal life included a brief marriage to Jeff Goldblum, and later to director Renny Harlin, with whom she collaborated on the notorious flop Cutthroat Island, which temporarily derailed her career. What many don't know is that Davis has become one of Hollywood's most effective advocates for gender equality. After noticing the lack of female characters in children's media while watching shows with her daughter, she founded the Geena Davis Institute on Gender and Media, which has conducted groundbreaking research and created measurable change in the industry. Now at 69, Davis continues to act selectively while focusing on her advocacy work. Her impact extends far beyond her performances, as she works to ensure more balanced representation for future generations of women in entertainment. At number 6 is Linda Hamilton, who redefined female action heroes with her iconic role as Sarah Connor in 1991's Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Her physical transformation for the role, featuring defined muscles and intense training, changed Hollywood's perception of female strength. Hamilton's intense beauty and physical commitment to her roles made her a standout star of the 90s. Her personal life included a marriage to director James Cameron from 1997 to 1999, which began during the production of Terminator 2 and ended with one of Hollywood's most expensive divorces. She has been open about her struggles with bipolar disorder and her journey to mental health. What many don't know is that Hamilton performed many of her own stunts in Terminator 2 and trained so intensively that she could perform without body doubles for most scenes, changing expectations for female action stars in Hollywood forever. Now at 68, Hamilton returned to her signature role in 2019's Terminator Dark Fate, showing that female action heroes don't have an expiration date. Her authenticity and willingness to embrace her character's aging process provided a refreshing counterpoint to Hollywood's typical treatment of older women. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5 is the luminous Kim Basinger. After rising to fame in the 80s, Basinger cemented her status as a serious actress with her Oscar-winning performance in 1997's neo-noir crime thriller, L.A. Confidential. Basinger's ethereal beauty, platinum blonde hair, and vulnerable screen presence made her one of the most photographed women of her era. Her personal life included a high-profile marriage to actor Alec Baldwin from 1993 to 2002, which ended in a contentious divorce and custody battle over their daughter Ireland. What many don't know is that Basinger struggles with agoraphobia and anxiety, conditions that have sometimes made her Hollywood career challenging. She once purchased an entire town, Brazelton, Georgia, for $20 million in 1989, hoping to turn it into a tourist attraction and film festival site, though the venture ultimately failed. Now at 71, Basinger maintains a relatively private life while occasionally taking roles that interest her. Her daughter Ireland has followed in her modeling footsteps, continuing her legacy of distinctive beauty. At number 4 is the incomparable Sigourney Weaver. Already established as an action icon through the Alien franchise, Weaver continued her association with the series in Alien 3 in 1992, while also showcasing her versatility in films ranging from sci-fi to comedy. Standing at 5'11" with striking features and commanding presence, Weaver brought an intellectual depth to her roles that set her apart in Hollywood. Her personal life has been remarkably stable. She's been married to theater director Jim Simpson since 1984, and they have one daughter together. What many don't know is that Weaver's birth name is Susan Alexandra Weaver. She adopted the name Sigourney at age 14 after a character in The Great Gatsby. She's also highly educated, having graduated from Stanford University and attended Yale School of Drama alongside Meryl Streep. Now at 75, Weaver continues to take on challenging roles, including her motion capture performance in the Avatar films. Her longevity and continued relevance speak to both her exceptional talent and her intelligent approach to career choices. Coming in at number 3 is the ultimate pop chameleon, Madonna. While primarily known for revolutionizing music and fashion, Madonna made several successful forays into film during the 90s, most notably in 1992's A League of Their Own, where she played the tough-talking center fielder All the Way May. Madonna's constantly evolving look and provocative persona made her one of the most photographed and discussed women of the decade. Her personal life has been equally headline-grabbing, from her marriages to Sean Penn and Guy Ritchie, to her relationships with Warren Beatty, Dennis Rodman, and younger partners. What many don't know is that despite her sometimes contentious relationship with Hollywood, Madonna worked tirelessly to be taken seriously as an actress, even taking acting classes throughout her career. Her greatest critical acclaim came for her portrayal of Eva Peron in Evita, for which she won a Golden Globe. Now at 66, Madonna continues to reinvent herself and challenge expectations about how women, particularly older women, should look, perform, and express their sexuality. Though sometimes controversial, her refusal to disappear or tone down her image as she ages has made her an important figure in changing perceptions of women over 60. At number 2 is Demi Moore, one of the defining actresses of the 1990s. After her star-making turn in 1990's supernatural romance, Ghost, Moore became Hollywood's highest-paid actress, commanding $12.5 million per film, a groundbreaking amount for a female star at that time. Moore's striking beauty, distinctive raspy voice, and willingness to take risks made her a box office draw throughout the decade. Her personal life was equally high-profile, particularly her marriage to Bruce Willis from 1987 to 2000, with whom she has 3 daughters, and her later relationship with Ashton Kutcher, who was 15 years her junior. What many don't know is the extent of Moore's difficult childhood and her journey to sobriety, which she has detailed in her memoir, Inside Out. Her famous pregnant nude cover for Vanity Fair in 1991 was groundbreaking in changing how pregnancy was viewed in popular culture, helping to celebrate rather than hide the pregnant form. Now at 62, Moore continues to take on selective acting roles while focusing on her family, including her uniquely modern blended family relationship with ex-husband Bruce Willis and his current wife, Emma Hemming Willis. Her openness about aging, past struggles with body image, and personal challenges has added new dimensions to her public persona. And finally, at number 1 is America's sweetheart, Julia Roberts. The 90s belonged to Roberts, with blockbuster hits including Pretty Woman, My Best Friend's Wedding, Notting Hill, and her Oscar-winning performance in Erin Brockovich at the decade's end. Roberts' megawatt smile, infectious laugh, and natural warmth made her the highest-paid actress in the world and the biggest female movie star of her generation. Her personal life during the 90s included high-profile relationships and a brief marriage to country singer Lyle Lovett, before she eventually found lasting happiness with cinematographer Danny Moder, whom she married in 2002. What many don't know is that Roberts turned down the lead roles in The Blind Side and While You Were Sleeping, films that earned Sandra Bullock an Oscar nomination and commercial success respectively. Roberts' selective approach to roles has allowed her to maintain her status while avoiding typecasting. Now at 57, Roberts continues to balance major film roles with family life with her husband and 3 children. Her enduring appeal and ability to select projects that showcase her considerable talents have made her career remarkably sustainable in an industry known for disposable stardom.